literally the most beautiful person, like inside and out.
I have no hair on the back of my head. I have third-degree burns on 30% of my body.
Lemmons-Dixon did not show up to testify at Ketter's trial. These documents I read say Lemmons-Dixon feared she would be harmed if she were to testify.
On December 25, 2023, Christmas Day, at approximately 10:30 a.m., the Albany Police Department responded to a discharge incident at a residence on the 700 block of State Street. The victim, identified as 23-year-old Sky Lemmons-Dixon, was found with a discharge wound to her head. Emergency medical personnel treated her on the scene before transporting her to Albany Medical Center. Despite their efforts, Sky remained in critical condition. About a week later, on New Year's Day, sadly, Sky succumbed to her injuries in the hospital. The news of her passing triggered an outpouring of tributes on social media, emphasizing that she was more than just a victim. She was a loving, caring soul with dreams and aspirations. Sky's social media posts from October 2022 hinted at her regret and internal struggles, providing a haunting look into the tragic events that unfolded. She shared that she regretted leaving her ex.
Laughing, smiling, and joking around. That's how friends of Sky Lemmons-Dixon remember her.
She was the best person, no matter what situation, circumstance she was stuck in. She was always just looking for better opportunities for herself and her friends. She was just the best.
Ariella Mendez went to the Charlton School with Lemmons-Dixon, a school for troubled teens in Burnt Hills. She says Lemmons-Dixon adored animals and even worked at a vet center at one point.
Animals just want love and to be cared for, and I think she very much felt that. Like, this girl worked at an animal hospital, and she knew all of their names, the medications that they took, their ages, the owners. Like, we stayed over at her apartment a few times when she was living at the vet center she worked at. She would bring us down, give us a tour like they were her kids.
Another one of her friends who did not want to go on camera says, Sky was my best friend in high school. She was always the person trying to make everyone laugh and was always there if anyone needed someone to talk to. She went through so much in her life, and she never let it stop her. She was one of the strongest people I knew, and Lemmons-Dixon will always be remembered that way.
She was just the best.
Born on April 23, 2000 in Los Angeles, Nevada, Sky Alexandre Lemmons-Dixon was adopted by Cheryl Lemmons, a psychiatrist and neurologist working in various Las Vegas hospitals. At the age of 3, Sky, along with her older sister and mother, relocated to Los Angeles, California, where she attended Lycée International de Los Angeles Elementary School, earning a reputation for her energetic personality and love of adventure. By the age of 10, Sky and her family moved to Onset, Massachusetts, residing with her beloved grandmother, Dorothy. Unfortunately, tragedy struck on August 6, 2011, when Sky lost her mother to breast cancer. Subsequently, she moved to New York City to be with her aunt, uncle, and cousins. Continuing her education, Sky completed high school at the Charlton School in Burnt Hills, a nonprofit mental health care center and high school for young women known for its holistic learning approach. Charlton incorporated equine therapy, a program in which Sky excelled at due to her lifelong affinity for animals. Despite a turbulent upbringing marked by the early loss of her mother, in addition to teenage struggles with emotional issues, Sky thrived at Charlton. During her time there, she emerged as a leader among her peers, with her family actively involved in campus life. The joyous celebration of her accomplishments at graduation in 2019 marked a significant milestone. Post-graduation, she continued her dedication to animals by working at a rescue facility for abused animals. There, she cared compassionately for even the most challenging ones. While attending community college, Sky chose to remain in the capital region. A close source revealed that as life unfolded, Sky inadvertently attracted the attention of terrible and evil individuals, emphasizing the difficult circumstances she endured. Remembered for her beautiful spirit, great sense of humor, and the ability to bring laughter to everyone around her, she left a lasting impact. Sky's delightful, playful, and kind nature extended to her skills as a fantastic cook, drawing people in with her hospitality and helpfulness. Although she faced fragility and vulnerability, Sky, in her last few years, battled domestic violence and illegal substance abuse. Despite the challenges, she was full of potential and actively working to build a future. Sky Lemmons-Dixon's legacy is one of strength, kindness, and the pursuit of a brighter tomorrow.
This is Sky Lemmons-Dixon in high school, ready to learn and loved what school had to offer for her.
It's never a wrong thing to say what you believe in, and that's always the thing that I will carry on after leaving here.
The story was for a News Channel 13 Top Teacher segment. Lemmons-Dixon speaking about what she learned from her social studies teacher, Miss Tracy Allen, about female empowerment and using your voice. Sitting right next to Lemmons-Dixon in that class was one of her best friends, Ariella Mendez.
She had the biggest heart, and it didn't matter what was going on in her life at the time. She always made sure to make her friends know how much she cared about them and loved them.
The Charlton School also sent us a statement that says in part, quote, Sky was an incredibly bright young woman who excelled in our equine therapy program and came from a caring family. Our thoughts are with Sky's family during this difficult time, and while we will remain connected to them for many years to come, we are allowing them the space they need for now. End quote.
Sadly, her life took a tragic turn when she became entangled in an abusive relationship with then 40-year-old Houston Ketter III in 2022. Over the course of their 4-month relationship, Ketter subjected her to horrifying abuse, including burning her with a pot, breaking her arm, attempting to set her on fire, and asking her how she wanted to die.
She FaceTimed me a few times to tell me about him. And every time she would talk about him, it was just worse than the last thing. She was just scared of him, so scared. He would come in the apartment and she'd be on the phone and she would just hide it or throw her phone across the room so he didn't know.
The severity of the abuse led Lemmons-Dixon to fear for her life, but she bravely testified against him before a grand jury. He had been charged for the brutal treatment of her and another woman, 38-year-old Kari Rouse. Lemmons-Dixon's grand jury testimony detailed the horrendous abuse she suffered, shedding light on the extent of Ketter's violence. On one occasion, the man poured lighter fluid on Sky, drenching her face, then proceeded to throw a lit blunt on her. However, the blunt went out before it hit her, but that did not stop him from grabbing 2 lighters, clicking them together in another attempt to set her on fire. A protective order kept the identity of some of the witnesses against him, including Sky, secret, but it expired on October 2nd of that year, 2 weeks before the trial was set to begin. The court documents highlighted Sky's extreme concern for her safety and the threats to her life due to her cooperation with the prosecution. Despite his incarceration, Lemmons-Dixon vanished just before Ketter's October trial. In a disturbing turn of events, prosecutors revealed that Ketter's family, at his direction, essentially hid Sky. Surveillance video from October 14th of that year captured a man placing her in a Kia Soul, tracked en route to New York City. In a recorded call from the Albany County Jail that night, Ketter told Sky to, quote, get low and be safe. A judge later determined that the man was responsible for her absence from the trial leading prosecutors to read her testimony to jurors. The trial resulted in a swift conviction of Ketter for attempted first-degree fatality and felony assault, with jurors deliberating for less than 3 hours. Police and prosecutors have remained tight-lipped about the investigation and any interactions they had with her after the trial. Lemmons-Dixon's absence from the trial further highlighted the extent of the influence and control that Ketter had. The other victim, Kari, Rouse, spoke at his sentencing, detailing the severe injuries she suffered after Ketter doused her with charcoal lighter fluid and set her on fire on a city street in November 2022 as a, quote, example of the cost of crossing him.
I have no hair on the back of my head. I have third-degree burns on 30% of my body. I cannot realistically tell you how many surgeries, blood transfusions, days and nights of horror I've overcome. I woke up, hands and legs tied down to a surface, intubated almost 2 months later. I could go on and relay the trauma he caused me, but that would be giving a narcissist satisfaction. So many women in compromising situations in this city are killed to the punishment of no one. Well, I am their voice.
The court documents emphasized that Sky's protective order, which remained in effect until October 2nd, 2023, prevented Ketter from obtaining evidence of her cooperation with the prosecution. About a week before the discharge incident on State Street, he was sentenced to 50 years to life in the domestic abuse case. In an update in this case, on the afternoon of January 17th, 2024, 36-year-old Michael Varlack was arraigned and charged with second-degree fatality and criminal possession of a weapon. Prosecutors said he wounded Sky with an illegal firearm, resulting in her passing. As of this video, neither the indictment nor the district attorney's office has revealed a possible motive for the fatality. Varlack has pleaded not guilty and was remanded pending his next court appearance. Anyone with information is asked to contact Albany Police Detectives at 518-462-8039. May the family and friends of Sky Lemmons-Dixon find solace in the happy memories, and may her soul rest in perpetual peace. Thank you.